about you making a band without Diddy?
And I did. And did. Watched the whole thing. So I spent the majority of my night last night binge watching Building a Band on Netflix, and it is really good. Like, much better than I was expecting from a Building a Band type show. Of course, I have some thoughts. And I want to start this off by saying, like, this is a reality show, so these are real people with real talents, and everybody on this show is very talented. And nothing that I am going to bring up is going to negate their skills and their talents, because they all are. I also want to say that I am not here to make character judgments, because I don't know these people, and they really don't even show you anything personal about these people outside of them singing and them coming together to make this band and make the band work. So, I don't know enough about them to say anything about them personally. However, I did want to talk about some of the choices and decisions that were made during the show that they showed us. So the first person I want to talk about, and I feel like Netflix knew this, and even the girl knew it herself, because she gives main character energy, but almost to a fault, and that is Allison, or as I call her, the Ariana Grande cosplayer. And there are quite a few of them, but Allison is the main one, and she's the one that takes it the furthest. I can't believe this girl thinks that she wants to be in a group. But when she had the opportunity to choose between a pop girly type group and then a group of girls that was really all about the music, who just wanted to sing, she chose the pop girly group. And I think that she shot herself in the foot by doing that. I really believe that she should have chose a group of girls. I feel like one of them was CC from Texas, then Mandy from Virginia. She had the opportunity to be in a group of them, and these girls sang down, like, emotional songs. Like, they, again, you could tell that they are actually about the music of it all, and, like, are not really concerned with being pop star idols like Allison maybe. And so she had the opportunity to be with them, and I think that if she would have done that, they would have let her be the pop star icon that she wanted to be, while they, did their thing singing in the back, harmonizing and playing off each other vocally and musically, because that's what it seemed like they were interested in doing. But instead, she chose to go with the group of two other pop girlies. One looks like young Ariana when she first left Victorious, so I call her little Ariana. And then you have one girl who looks to me very talented, again, all of them. But to me, she's the most talented in the group, actually. She's a former opera singer. She looks like she's cosplaying as Chapel Roan. So you have all these girls in a group and not balancing their energies with each other to be able to come together and actually harmonize and uplift each other's voices. So I think that was a huge misstep for her. And then because you don't see anything personal, like I mentioned, you don't really see the girls in their hotel rooms outside of their rehearsals. There's no like hidden or private cameras or anything showing you like what they're just doing or talking about. So I can only just imagine like what she is telling these girls, because at one point in the show, she gets into a quasi relationship with this Harry Styles cosplaying lookalike named Connor. She starts basically, distracting him and probably being distracted herself. Connor's bandmates are getting on to him because he was out till 3 a.m. or 5 a.m., a few nights in a row when they should have been rehearsing, because they only gave them like a few days, like 3 days maybe, to practice and get ready for their showcase. So he was missing those practices to spend time with Allison, and you could feel the manipulation tactic in the background. At least I could. It 100% felt like Allison may have been telling her bandmates, like, oh, I'm doing this to distract him, because if I can distract him, and we have a better chance. It's probably how she was selling it. Who knows what's really true or real? But even at the point of the showcase, when it finally looks like Connor's going to break it off with Allison, he says he felt like he was brainwashed. I definitely can see the manipulation tactics that were happening. The reasons why, only Allison will know, but she was definitely manipulating. I also just have to talk about some of the diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm sitting in groups, and most of the groups have a lot of diversity, and it's good to see how they picked each other based off sounds, tones, and conversations without seeing each other, almost like a Love is Blind concept, but for forming a band. There are groups that are not as diverse, and one of them is the boy band, Midnight Till Morning, I think is what they decided to call themselves. And this is a group of white or white presenting men One of them looks like he could be Spanish-ish, but because of his background and the things he likes to do or said he likes to do, I'm not sure. They definitely are all white presenting for sure. All very cute, and again, all very talented. But in this era, when you have another boy band group solidified that is 2 black boys and 2 white boys, you know, that's kind of giving something to every piece of the audience. When you compare those 2 groups, I don't see how the all-white boy band makes it over, you know, the more diverse boy band with, you know, the 2 black guys and the 2 white guys. I don't see that. And then same is kind of true with the girl bands. The one that Allison is a part of, you know, like I said, it's her, it's Little Ariana, and it's Chapel Roan cosplay girl. And 2 of them are white presenting, and one of them is Spanish presenting. But that's not as diverse as the other 2 groups, where Frequency has a black girl, Spanish girl, and a white girl. That's just a little bit more diverse. And then the larger girl group, Siren Society, you know, they have an Asian girl who's also Australian. They have a few white girls. They have a black girl. So it's also just more diverse. I just binged up to what they've dropped last night. And so we still don't know who gets eliminated from the showcase. And the cliffhanger was between Siren Society and Midnight Till Morning. So 2 of the larger bands. One of the all-girl ones and one of the all-boy ones. But for every other group that was formed, I have no notes. Like, voices come together beautifully. They're really gelling together. You can see that, you know, the bond is forming and that the quality of the music is improving because of it. And I just can't wait to see who actually ends up winning this, because they're all so talented and I can see it going a few different ways.